Good morning, guys. Alright, so from now on each day I'm going to post a video in the morning explaining the day's assignments, and hopefully that will help you guys to make sure that you're getting them all done and that you're doing them correctly. So, first thing you're going to do is watch the announcement video that I posted before. So in order to access that, all you need to do is scroll down, click where it says 319 announcement, and go ahead and watch that video. That's a very important video. Make sure you don't skip it. Next it says, open assignment titled Water by Helen Keller and follow the directions listed in the assignment. This is a multi-part assignment. Make sure you follow the directions in the correct order. Let me know if you have any questions or need help. So let's scroll down. We see the assignment, Water by Helen Keller. You should click on that, and you should see something that looks like this. So this is a multi-part assignment. Try not to get confused and just read through and make sure you're doing it like a checklist. So first you're going to open the attached text, water.pdf. So that's this text right here. Now, you may notice it's going to open in your in the page. So what you want to do is, let's see if I can so you'll see, okay, it's not showing up on my screen because the screen's just a little bit too small for you guys to see. But next to the print icon, to the right of that, there should be 3 dots. If you click those 3 dots, it'll open this link. This is open in a new window. Go ahead and do that so that you have the text open in a new tab. Then go back to the assignment. Okay, so it says open a new tab. The document titled Water Worksheet. So now I'm going to open up Water Worksheet. Now for you guys, it should say your name - Water Worksheet. So open that up. Again, that should open in a new tab. Go back to the directions. So it says you should use the first page of the worksheet, the chart, to jot key details as you read. That should say as you read the text. You can do this by either printing out the worksheet or drawing the chart in your notebook. I do not recommend filling in the Google Doc as you read. It is too distracting switching back and forth between tabs. However, after reading, you should copy your notes into the chart in the Google Doc. So, taking a look at this chart, what you should be doing is either go ahead and print it if you have a printer at home, or simply copy the chart into your notebook. It's a pretty simple chart, right? You're looking for key details, what the kind of details are, and the purpose of the details. So when we say that, we're looking for things like thoughts, events, conversations, things that jump out at you, things that seem important, things that seem beautiful. Maybe there's some beautiful figurative language or descriptive language. Maybe there's a turning point that you want to make sure that you jot down. Maybe there's some character traits that you're noticing, some conflict, right? Plot events. Basically all the stuff that we would kind of normally be jotting down on Post-it notes as we read a novel, you're instead going to want to be jotting, in this case, in this chart. So make sure you're paying attention to that, looking for important details, and think, what's the purpose of this detail, right? Is it just moving the plot along? Is it entertaining you, right? Let's try to think. Is it informative, entertaining, reflective, or persuasive, right? Looking at this text, try to think. And we're kind of now trying to figure out, through these details, what is going to be the purpose of the text as a whole. So, as you read the text water, right, you're going to read it on your own. However, if you'd like, I did post a read aloud, so you're more than welcome to also open up that video and listen to me read as you read along on your text. Obviously, as you're reading, if you do have the video open, you should be pausing the video so that you can fill in the chart as you are reading. After reading water and completing that first page, right, that worksheet, so again, if you copied that into your notebook or if you printed it out after reading, go ahead then and type the answers back into the document. After you've completed that, next I want you to watch this video titled Water Discussion. In this discussion video, I'm going to go over what kinds of things you should have posted in your details, and I'm also going to give you some ideas and directions for completing the second part of the assignment today, which is going to be this second page of the worksheet. You're not going to be completing the third page of the worksheet today. Okay, so make sure for today you're just doing the first chart and the second page of the worksheet. So again, you watch that discussion video and then go and complete that second page of the worksheet. Again, as you watch the video, you're probably going to want to edit this chart. right? You're going to want to add ideas, change things if necessary, so go ahead and do so. After you've added those notes, then you're going to go on to that second page of the worksheet and complete it. After you've completed that second page of the worksheet, the last thing to do for today is to go to this Padlet site. This is a new website that I'm trying out, and follow the directions at the top of the page. So you'll open up the Padlet, and you can see here, this is what it should look like. And you can't quite see the button, but there is a big pink button in the bottom right corner with a plus sign. So it says, click the big pink plus button and post the answer to the question number that corresponds to your birth month. So if you were born in January, you're posting the answer to number 1 from the worksheet point of view. If you were born in February, you're posting the answer to number 2, March number 3, April number 4, etc. Right? Now, since there's only 8 questions, if you were born in September, you're also going to post number 2. If you were born in October, you're also going to post number 3, November number 4, and December number 5. So all you need to do is you'll click that little plus sign, and it'll open up this cute little thing like this. For your title, you'll put the number, right? So number 1, if that's what you're answering, and you're just going to type in your answer to number 1, and then you can go ahead and just let it post. You also are able, if you like other people, what they wrote, you can certainly like their post as well, and you can go back in and edit yours if you made a mistake. You can also add things like pictures and other stuff. I don't think you'll need to. There's all these crazy things you can add. We may use those going forward, but you should not need them for today. So I'm going to delete my post because it's silly. All right, so that's everything for ELA for today, for the water assignment rather. After you complete this assignment, go back to the main assignment page. So the next thing you're going to do is go to the First They Came poetry analysis, which was assigned yesterday, and take a look at the notes that I gave you. If you got less than a 10 out of 10, you may want to revise and resubmit in order to improve your grade. You can get up to full 10 points back. In order to do so, it must be done by midnight tonight, and you have to email me your revised document so that I know that you're turning it in for a second time. Don't forget, you should also be spending 10 minutes practicing typing each day, and that no red ink assignment is due tomorrow by 3 p.m., so make sure that we're working on those. All right, going over to social studies now. So you're going to go ahead. So I haven't quite finished up your notes on the thesis and topic sentences yet. I'm going to be finishing those up this morning. I would say by 9:30 they should be good to go. So review my notes that I left you. If I said that you need to revise, go ahead and revise. Then you're going to complete the evidence organizer. So let's take a look at that. So if I scroll, let's just go to classwork. So for your evidence organizer, you should already have your thesis done now. You should already have your topic sentences done. For your evidence, I believe it says 2 pieces of evidence. Let's check. Yes, 2 pieces of evidence. So for each body, wrong document. For each body paragraph, you must include a minimum of 2 pieces of evidence to support your topic sentence. You may want to include more than 2 pieces of evidence, and I certainly recommend that. However, it's at least 2 pieces of evidence. I'm also asking that you try to have those 2 pieces of evidence be from 2 different documents. So for example, for your first body paragraph, you might have 2 quotes, one from document A and one from document C, right? And then for document letters, A and C, right? Make sure for our citations, we're just writing in whatever the document is. So again, you need at least 2 pieces of evidence, and try your best to have them be from 2 different documents. That's going to be much more persuasive in your writing if you can show that you have evidence from multiple documents, not just one. I think that's it for today. Make sure you do turn that in. I believe both, yes, for that assignment, I do want you to turn that in, please. So make sure you do turn it in when you're done so I can check it over. I will be giving you guys some feedback on that as well. That's it for today, guys. If you have any questions at all, email me. Post on Google Classroom, right? Post on Google Hangouts. It's not acceptable to not complete your work. So unless I speak to you and we work something out, I'm expecting all work to be done. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.